There is just this. Just this. This, in its simplest form, in its purest form, is not very complicated. It's not very hard. To be with just this. Being with many things rather than just this makes the heart heavy, makes life hard, makes breathing difficult. When we try to extend ourselves into the past and into the future and be here as well, when we try to be someplace that is not. Oh, when we try to be someplace that is not. Trying to be in the past, trying to be in the future, trying to exist in the past, trying to exist in the future, when they're only mental fabrications, when they're not even real, and pouring all our effort, giving that all of our attention, how it drains us of the power to just be here. And here's where the power is. Here is where the joy is. Here is where the strength is. Here. Not there. Not there. Not this. Not that. Only here. Only here. This is it. This is it. All the rivers of life flow out of this. This alone. This alone. And this alone is sufficient. This alone is enough. Jesus said it is enough for a disciple to be as his master, a student as his teacher. And Jesus was never trying to be something he wasn't. Jesus was never trying to make something out of himself. Why would he need to? But he's seen the insanity of that, did he not? In trying to make something out of yourself. It's enough. It's enough just to be as he is. It's enough just for the disciple to be as his master. Just to be as he is. Just to be as he is, not to try to become something that you're not. But just to be as he is. St. John said, when we see him, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. As he is. In this moment, in this twinkle of this eye, in this instant, to just be, as our Master is. To just be as he is. Not to try to be. That takes effort. This is effortless. This is simple. It's simply a matter of being. And being is sufficient. Jesus said, take my yoke upon you, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Learn of me. My yoke is easy, my burden is light. It's not a hard yoke. It's not a heavy burden. It's not difficult. It's not found through labors. It's not found through works. This is what we are graced with. This is what we are given by the grace given us. This is the grace within us. This comes out of the power to just be, the grace. The horse that tries to gallop elegantly stumbles over its own feet, but the heart that gallops without thinking, without effort, that just flows, gallops so gracefully. The dancer, the figure skater, and the like, they flow with this grace. It just comes out of their being. It's not something they think. It's not. They're not trying to figure it out as it's going on. Life isn't something life isn't lived by trying to figure it out as it's going on. Life is not lived by trying to figure it out as it's going on. You don't have to. It's not lived by trying to figure it out as it's going on. In your trying to figure it out, you get drawn into the past. It draws you away. Life is lived by letting life live you, not by trying to figure it out, but by letting life live you, letting grace flow through you, letting life make you to be graceful, to make your stride kingly, to make your posture one of dignity, to adorn you the way that it's adorned the lilies of the field. Solomon in all his royal attire wasn't graced as the lilies of the field were. How much more will not life grace you, clothe you, equip you, if you'll just simply let it. Just simply let it. God's not making you to be. Life's not making you to be. God's allowing you to be. He gives you space to be. He doesn't force you into being by crowding you out. He opens up space for you to be. He opens up space for you to be. For what things are supposed to be, they simply are. What things are supposed to be, they simply are. They simply are. God in life made no mistake. Life made no mistake. Things are supposed to be exactly as they are. Exactly as they are. When we let things be exactly as they are, when we don't try to force things into being, when we don't try to pressure other people to conform to our notions of good and bad, and right and wrong, when we let the Holy Spirit work all that out, rather than trying to do the work of the Holy Spirit, when we can let the Holy Spirit be the Holy Spirit, then that spirit of wholeness, that spirit of wholeness, that spirit of completeness, that spirit of substantiability, that spirit of sufficiency, that spirit of completeness, that spirit that knows no lack. Fills things so completely, fills life so completely, inhabits life so completely, that the very notion of lack loses its significance, loses its relevancy. In the filling up, in the infilling, in the indwelling of the Holy Spirit within the life. When the Holy Spirit inhabits, then things are made whole by the presence of the Holy Spirit. When the Holy Spirit is present, there is no lack. When the Holy Spirit is present, things are good enough. The Holy Spirit makes things right. The Holy Spirit's presence makes things to be without force. Without force. Without force, without effort. Without force, without effort. The Holy Spirit, power of charisma, of charis, of charis, of charis, of grace, of charis, of charisma that draws, that draws by its welcoming of everything into itself. That draws by its welcoming of everything into itself. It doesn't find its being in separating itself by making itself special, but the Holy Spirit gives being by what it gives. The Holy Spirit gives being by what it gives. The Spirit of truth, the Spirit of actuality, the Spirit of reality, the Spirit of the Most High God. Dwelling in you. Making you whole, making you complete. Bringing to light, bringing to consciousness, bringing to awareness the light that you are. To turn you on to being turned on. In His light we see light. Whatever comes to the light becomes the light. There's no darkness here. There's no darkness here. There's no darkness here. There is no darkness here. That's the good news. That's the good news. That's the good news. That's the good news. When you're the light, you don't have to fight the darkness. The light does not contend with the darkness. The light does not struggle with the darkness. The light, by its presence alone, annihilates the darkness, annihilates the ignorance, annihilates the indifference. And that's the nature of light, is it not? It brings with it this willingness to see it all. This willingness to feel it all. This taste to taste it all. This ear to hear it all. This eye to see it all. That's the nature. The light doesn't shine with partiality. It does not shine with discrimination. It simply shines on all of it. The rays of the sun are willing to fall and warm everything in its path. It doesn't contend with the darkness. It fills the darkness with itself. You starting to get this? It doesn't contend with the darkness. It fills the darkness with itself. It doesn't contend with the darkness. It fills the darkness with itself. Its presence is enough, is sufficient. It's not by effort, it's by presence. It's by the willingness to just be. To just be. Without putting all the stipulations, without composing and legislating and writing many rules and laws for being. It writes the laws on the heart by filling the heart with itself, by entering into the heart. Not from trying to force the heart to be something it's not by external pressure. Not like that. That isn't how it writes its laws on the heart. Its laws are written in the heart, on the heart by becoming one with the heart. And in becoming one with the heart, in being one with that heart, its presence, it is the law. Its presence is the rule. It's not an overpowering, is it? No. It's not a struggle, is it? No. It's an overcoming. Love doesn't overpower, it overcomes. It overcomes. It just comes over what it just comes over. Love just comes over what it just comes over. And you can just see things light up when love comes over them. Can you not? When somebody is overcome with love, you see their countenance, their appearance begins to shine. The hardness on their face begins to become soft. Their glance becomes soft. Their eyes become bright when they encounter the presence. The presence. When they encounter the presence. How the presence comes matters not. How the presence comes matters not. For the presence is always present. It's not a matter of it coming. It's a matter of us coming to. It's a matter of us waking up to the presence that's already here. To the love that's already been poured out upon all flesh. To what gives all things substance. To that, to that, to that, to that. And just to sit with that, just to sit with that, just to be with that, just to be with that, just to be that. Just to be that. Just to be that. That's enough. Just to be that. That's enough. Just to be that. Just to be that which I can't give a word to. Just to be that which I can't define. Just to be that. 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 That's enough. That's enough. That's enough because that's all there is. All in all in all in all. Complete. The whole in the whole. The completeness of the completeness itself. My words fail me so miserably. Oh, being touched with that. Which touches me. Oh, yeah. 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 Namaste, thank you.
This concludes today's session of One Breath. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be happy. May all beings be safe. May all beings awaken to the light of their true nature. May all beings be free. To listen to past episodes or view our schedule, please visit our website at www.tinyurl.com/littlephil. Godspeed.